Hello, mass viewers. Today, I'm going to talk about NIME Analytics platform. I'll be explaining you how to use NIME Analytics platform to perform basic analytics. So, NIME is the Constance Information Miner is a free and open source data analytics reporting and integration platform. It integrates various components for machine learning and data mining through its modular data pipelining Lego of Analytics concept. So it actually allows users to visually create data flows, selectively execute some or all analyst steps, and later inspect the results, models using interactive widgets and views. So to use this open source tool, initially you need to download it to your system. For that, uh, go to Google and search download Nine, and the very first link, which is Nine's official website, is shown. Go to that website and fill in the required details. Click on next. You will be taken to this page where you have multiple options to download Nine Analytics platform based on different operating systems. So based on your operating system, choose the one. So once you download it, install it to your system and then launch it. So while launching it, it asks you to pick up a workspace. So pick the workspace. Workspace is the place where you want to store all your files. So pick the workspace upon which you want to work. Then launch the tool. This is how it looks. So this is the user interface of the Nine Analytics platform. So basically, Nine follows a Lego of Analytics concept, which means it uses the concept of building blocks. Here, the blocks are nothing but nodes. The only work here you have to do is to pick up a right node and connect it with another right node according to the tasks to be done, and then execute them to view the results. So one happy news is that you don't even need to know a single line of code to use this tool. So using this tool, you can do multiple actions like even analyzing big data, lemmatization, pre-processing, and everything. So initially for us to do that, let's create a new project, which is called a workflow here. Go to file, click on new. You will be given both the options new name workflow and workflow group. So as I'll be doing only one, I picked workflow and then give the name of the workflow and choose the destination where you want to save it and then finish it. So a new project will be selected, will be created here. This is how it looks. So here we'll be working on to create our models. But luckily what Nime had done is it had already created few basic projects which are called workflows from now on. So new workflows for different processes. You can see here the examples one. Click on that. You can see all these examples which are already existing workflows which you just need to use it for your data set by configuring it. So today, even as an initial step, let's learn how to use the existing examples and let's see how can we configure that for our project. So I am choosing customer segmentation for today. So you just need to go to customer intelligence, customer segmentation, and double click on the basic customer segment. So you can here see that it is available here. The project is created. So one good thing about this is everything is mentioned here, like from what is happening in each step is mentioned here. So in this workflow, in this whole project, basically what we'll be doing is we'll be segmenting customers based on the call data set into different segments based on clustering. Here, the algorithm used is k-means clustering. We can use the ones which are suitable for our things. Will be letting you know soon. So here we can see that we are using both contract data and calls data. So you can find data, all these data sets from here, from under the data, under customers. You can see here calls data XSL and contract data CSV. So Excel, you can see that these all things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these all are nodes. These no all are called as nodes. So you can see that here it mentions that Excel reader. So this does the work of reading Excel, which we provide it as input. So you just need to right click on that and execute it. And it reads the data set which we provided. In the same way, you can execute CSV reader. This reads the data from a CSV file. So if you want to change the data set and use your data set for this analysis, right click on the node, select configure. Here you can see that file. So here you can browse and give the data set which you want to give. And you can see that the data set, the Excel file, contains these all columns along with area code and phone number. After selecting all this, just click on apply and OK. In the same way, you can configure CSV reader and you can give your own file here also. So basically, calls data is data file is that one, and in the contract data file, you will be having the churn rate of each customer and their initial plan, their state, area code, and phone number. So as we've already seen that even in the calls data set, we have area code and phone number. So to use these two files together, we can join the two files using this area code and phone number. So that work is done here by joiner. Again, click on that, configure. Here you can see that the left table is calls data and right table is contract data. As we've already seen that these both are the columns which are in common. So we are connecting both the tables using these both columns. So I am joining the columns using value and type. And here I want to include only the rows which are matching. So if you want to, in future, if you want to pick only the rows which are only in left left table and not at all in right table, you can pick this option. So in this way you can do this one. So we can then execute it in the same way. So once it is done, we now we enter into major pre-processing, though we joined it in the pre-processing stage only. So we are converting the numerical column into strings column. So for that one, I'm echoing. You can see that what are the variables you want to change it, and all what are the columns you want to change it. All you can choose and apply it, and then execute it. Here then comes the major task of pre-processing, that is normalizing all the numerical values. So here under this step we are here using PMML, which means predictive model markup language. So this is basically a XML based language which is used to represent predictive models. So it is used for doing many things like normalizations, values mapping, discretizations. But here we are just using it for normalizing. If you want to configure here also, you can configure by changing min value, max value, and everything. Z score normalization also can be done. Then again, execute it. So once everything is done, like the pre-processing step, then comes the main part, clustering. So here, as I mentioned earlier, we are using k-means clustering algorithm. You just need to here also right click on that, configure, and select number of clusters. Like I want to select it as 5 number of clusters, and I want to use first k rows, not random initialization. You can go with anything. I want to keep this maximum number of iterations as 99. Then I'll say apply and then OK. Then again right click on it and click on execute and open view so that we can see the output also. Here you can see that as I've given 5 clusters have been created, cluster 0 to 4. And here the coverage means that under each cluster, how many number of customers are there. We can see that 830 number of customers fall under cluster 1. So you can name each cluster based on your thoughts, and then to come up with the strategies for different clusters. So you can see in different ways also output. So if you see clusters, here you can see that for each cluster, what is the mean of day minutes, evening minutes, night minutes, and all. So this is how customer segmentation is done without even knowing any coding, and in a very simple way, just by connecting the nodes. But if you here want to change uh, k-means clustering to some other clustering, then what you can do is you can see your node repository. So these are the these node repository, these all nodes have been taken from this node repository only. So like you can see that under IO, you want to read. So you can see that Excel reader, this is the one which I've picked, CSV reader, table reader, and all. You have multiple options under each node. So now as we want to change k-means clustering to other clustering based on your data, if that is required, go to analytics, mining, you can see your clustering. Click on clustering and choose the one which is suitable for you, your project and data. You just need to do only one thing. If I want to pick fuzzy seamings, I'll just double click on that. So let's type on that. I am deleting k-means and I am using fuzzy seamings. Again here the same thing. I'll go to configure, change according to my thing, apply, okay, and then execute it. Here you can see that again the 5 clusters have been created, and in this you can actually get to know all the like within cluster variations, partition coefficient, and all. So based on the one you want to use, you can use any algorithm. So if you want to do some advanced level analysis. So, and if those notes are not available, you can go to there are extensions available which you need to download. So go to file, install 9 extensions. So this will take up to the that page. So pick the ones which you want to explore, like big data extensions, image processing, bioinformatics, and all, and then install it. You can use it. So in this way, using the already existing examples, existing workflows, you can develop many projects like under text processing. You have n number of projects already available projects. You just need to change based upon your data. Might be you might need to change data pre-processing because your data is a bit different, and you need to configure and change the data files which you want to read and all. If you want to uh, see results using visualization, you can see here search views. You can see here there are many visualizations: bar chart, blocks, box plot, heat map, histogram, and everything. So this is one of the very useful tool which can give you very easy results which can be used for bigger projects too. So NIME actually is good at handling lots of data. Uh, you can always try using big datas and try to run the projects and see the results. Thank you.